Welcome to the Sam and Joe VA Show, where we teach women just like you how to start and scale a thriving virtual assistant business.
We're your hosts, Sam and Joe, and get ready to have the control, flexibility, and freedom you've always dreamed of.
Welcome to episode 148. Pick a path and go all in.
We're going to show our ages now by talking about those so cool, I love them, those pick a path books that you used to get through like school back in the day, Joe.
I don't remember what the titles were, but I remember how fun it was thinking, I get to actually choose what's going to happen in this story, and I can have it go one way or another way, and then I can read the book multiple times, and it was just like such a twisty, turny kind of story. Hey,
Wouldn't it be awesome if it was as fun to do that in real life with like the paths that we come across in real life? If we just treated it like a pick a path book, it's like, this is an adventure. I'm just going to go this way and see how it goes. But we don't.
yeah,
We
but
take it very seriously.
the problem is you can't go back, change what you want to do. It's a
That's
little more
why.
permanent in your life, right? Your
That's
choices.
why. That's why.
Sorry to set this up in this way. It's not that permanent because you could always change, right? You can always change.
Well, I actually think I think most of the big decisions I've made in life, I've probably treated like that way. Like, I haven't really maybe taking them as seriously as I should have. Maybe I have been treating my whole life like a pick a path book.
Pick a path, yeah.
Now, for those of you that got no idea what pick a path books are, even after us trying to describe them, you can have pick a paths on Netflix now.
Yes, Bear Grylls has done one where he comes across a wolf and you get to choose whether you're going to fight it with a stick or whether you're going to run away from it. One of them, he's going to die, and you get to choose with your remote. Like, the technology of that is pretty astounding, isn't it?
We have totally gone off script, but that's okay. Now, today's pick a path book virtual assistants is giving you two options. It's giving you the option to become a subcontractor to an already established virtual assistant business owner, or it's giving you the option to go out, do it, find your own clients. You've got this. Great paths, both great paths.
Yeah, we see many virtual assistants who go down the subcontractor route, right? Because they, want to get some clients, they want to start bringing some money in, they want to do it with the kind of path of least resistance. Then, financially, they need it to work quickly, and it is quicker. But then what happens is they continue down that path out of loyalty, security, comfort, not wanting to have a hard conversation, and they continue finding their own clients and subcontracting long term.
Yeah. We're talking about the on the fence virtual assistants. The virtual assistants that have got a shoe or a foot, whatever you want to put, some type of limb in both camps.
Mm.
They are subcontracting and they're finding their own clients, which is fine for a while. But you are going to get to a point where you actually just have to pick a path and go all in. Otherwise, you're holding yourself back from doing either path really, really well.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot of things that will hold you back when you have a foot in both camps. And speaking from an agency owner's perspective, if someone is looking for their own clients, I wouldn't necessarily choose them on the outset as opposed to choosing someone who doesn't want to find their own clients and just wants to subcontract. Because then, I get the impression that it can be long term. I can really give them some big chunky clients. I can keep filling them up and give them more. But when someone's looking for their own clients as well, I'm more reluctant because I'm like, oh, it's not going to be long term. It's only going to be a short term thing. They're going to get full, then they won't be able to do the work. And they might, need to drop a client. It's more painful.
And I know another worry from an agency owner's point of view, not you. I don't think you this is a big concern for you, but I know other virtual assistant agency owners that do worry about this, that subcontractor that's also trying to grow their own business is going to steal their clients.
Mm. Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
saying it's going to happen, not because, I would I'm going to go out on a limb and saying it very rarely happens, but it can happen.
Yeah. And I think if we think about it from, say, if you're listening and you're a subcontractor, from your perspective, it does hold you back because you tend to kind of be putting time and energy into looking after the client that you're doing on a subcontracting basis. And it's really taking you away from some really important things you should be doing to grow your own base. And you kind of, when you're spread too thin, like we know this because our personality styles are terrible for this. We have lots of foots and lots of camps and we have lots of things going on. But what it does is it spreads your focus. I mean, you can really hone in on like doing a amazing job subcontracting, have a great relationship with the agency owner, like open communication, getting more clients, getting filled up, like that is great focus. And then on the other side, a focus on finding clients, looking after your clients, marketing, all of that kind of stuff. You're kind of doing that half and half when
I
you're
don't
spread
even reckon you're doing it half.
smaller
I
than half.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
reckon for those VAs that are subcontracting and might have one of their own clients outside of that subcontracting role,
Mm,
their energy is going to the person that they're working for in that subcontracting role. I reckon
mm,
they're not going to have the time, because that's the thing. It actually takes time and energy and effort to find your own clients, to market your own business, to do the admin, all the behind the scenes stuff it takes to run a successful VA business of your own. Even if you
mm.
are going to stay a freelancer, there is still a lot of effort involved to do that well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Mm.
think from like a woo-woo point of view, I
Mhm.
think you're also spending all that time and energy and focus on somebody else's business and being part of their success rather than your own business point of view. There's blocks. You're putting blocks up. You're actually not allowing those clients to come into your life.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, we love the woo-woo and we know that
Yeah.
everything is energy, right? So wherever you're focusing your energy, what you're opening up space to let in and
Mhm.
attract, that becomes like kind of a half door open, right? Not a whole door open. Mm.
Yeah. I mean, we also see virtual assistants, these virtual assistants with a foot in both camps. Their hourly rates, I think there's some confusion there. They
Mhm.
are expecting the hourly rate that they want, to charge out their clients if they were to find their own clients, to be the same as an hourly rate if they were subcontracting out to a VA business.
Mm.
It's not gonna be the same.
No, no. And there's a very good reason why it's not the same. With your subcontracting rates, you don't have the risk, you don't have the admin time, the,
Mhm.
like, client management time, the account management, that's all on the agency owner, they have all the risk. For you, you're turning up and doing the work, that's it. So the expectation of that hourly rate, yeah, needs to be different.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
let's go back a step, Joe. We think for those that are just starting out, we totally understand the decision that you are making to keep your options open,
Mhm.
have some regular income subcontracting while you do build your own business. But there is going to come a point where you actually have to choose a path and go all in. Now, when do you think that point happens, Joe?
Oof, you're putting me on the spot here. What would be some things that I would notice maybe is if I noticed that I wasn't able to spend time showing up online, marketing myself,
Yeah.
focused on bringing in more sales. If I couldn't do that because I was subcontracting and that was taking up time, that would be a trigger for me like, okay, no,
Yes.
I need to stop subcontracting so I can put the time into
Yeah.
finding my own clients.
Yeah. Agreed. I think one for me would be if I was at the point where I had 2 or 3 clients, my own clients, under my belt, and maybe I had been hanging on to one subcontracting role, probably because I feel really loyal to that person, that company that I'm working for,
Yeah.
and you've got the proof, you're getting clients, you're getting leads. But you just don't wanna
Mhm.
give up this one little subcontracting role. There's one
Mm.
one there that you haven't been able to let go of.
Mm.
It's time. You've
Yeah.
actually just gotta say goodbye.
If you're hanging on because of loyalty, that's not a good reason to hang on. And I actually wonder whether, like, I haven't been a subcontractor, so I don't know, but there might be more of a loyalty to the client or more of a loyalty to the subcontracting company, um, depending on what like great relationship you've got. You might really
Yeah.
love working for that client and you don't want to feel like you're letting the client down. So that could come into it as well. But that's not a great reason to hang on to that lower subcontractor rate in doing that work when it's at the detriment of you and your own business and your own
Mm,
business success.
yeah. I think
Mm.
another little flag for me, in order to prompt me to pick a path, would be if I just wasn't getting clients on my own,
Mhm.
and I realized that actually it's not a strength of mine, the marketing and the sales, not a strength, not a joy, I don't love it. But hey, look, I can still get work working for another VA agency, and that's fun, and I love the banter, and they've got more hours available if I want it.
Mhm.
Go in that direction then.
Yeah, be a full-time subcontractor and get the maximum number of hours that you want because, like, trust me, if you do great work, you're working for a subcontractor and they kinda giving you not that much because they know that you're getting your other finding trying to find your other clients, then, like, if you let them know, "Hey, I wanna go all in. I'm not gonna do my own business now. I just wanna subcontract to you," like, I guarantee that they are gonna be like, "Oh, right. Okay, this gives me a sense of security. As long
Mhm.
as you're doing quality work, there would be no reason why they wouldn't hand over more client work to you." So,
Yeah,
a
you've just
great
touched
part.
on something there, Joe, as well. There are VA agencies, both here and in Australia, that have a mix of subcontractors and employees. So if you are at a point in your life where you actually need some security, some financial stability and security, there are actually employment options. You
Yeah.
don't have to be a subcontractor. You could be an employee for certain VA agencies.
Mhm. Yeah, a few of our employees have come from being contracting to us first and then moving into an employment role. Yeah. And I think there's a misconception that when you become an employee for an agency, that everything changes. All your flexibility is gone. You can't work from home anymore, and it's going to be completely different. There's going to be all these other expectations, but actually, it's not really that much different. Still have flexibility, still work from home. So don't let your misconceptions about what it was like in your
Mhm.
previous jobs stop you from discussing that with the agency owner and seeing if it's an option.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Are there any other flags,
Mm.
any other situations, Joe, that would get you thinking, "Well, I really just need to go all in on one of these now?"
If you're getting leads in and you're losing them because you can't get back to them quick enough.
Ooh, or you've got no capacity. You've got the leads coming in, but you've got no capacity to take them
Exactly.
on
Yeah.
because you're subcontracting as well.
Yeah. Don't. Here's another one. Never be subcontracting to an agency if you have your own subcontractors working for you because you haven't had any capacity to do that work or you can't manage the leads coming in. agency owners should never be subcontracting themselves.
Like, you've literally just blown my mind. Like, who would? Like, I don't understand. Is that a loyalty thing? You're hanging on to the subcontracting role is just due to loyalty. Like, I don't understand. Like, if your own business is doing well enough that you have got a team, that you're growing a team, what would be the reasons for hanging on to the subcontracting role outside of just loyalty? Are there?
I have no idea. Security, loving the client. Don't know. I've seen it happen.
Wow,
I've
I
seen
just
it
wanna
happen.
get in the brain of those virtual assistants, like, got some questions for you.
I think sometimes it's a security thing, like just knowing that the work is there and you've got that money regularly coming in, but it's
Mm,
time to cut the cord. Cut the cord.
yeah.
Go all in on your own business.
Cut the cord, choose a team, pick a path. Because if you don't, you're not doing yourself any favors, are you?
No, you're just holding yourself back. Absolutely. All right. So if you are a subcontractor and you're thinking, actually, I would really like to get my own clients. This is like a dream of mine. I want to go all in and pick the path of having my own virtual assistant business. Then check out the Launch in 30 Days course. It's out every May and August every year. So if that date is coming up, get on the wait list, check it out on the Foundry's website to see whether there's one coming up soon. Because we would love to help you step by step, exactly everything that you need to know to get your own clients and have your own virtual assistant business. No more subcontracting. Would love to see you there. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Sam and Joe VA Show. If you'd like to find out more, head to the VA Foundry website to check out the Members Club and the amazing resources, training, and coaching.
You can find us at thevafoundry.com.